It's very rare that something comes along for me to review that I can say is remarkable. Now, today we're going to be reviewing the Carpuride W903 Pro series. The reason I say remarkable because I'm anticipating this to be a good product. Why? I actually reviewed these other two from Carpuride. This is unpaid reviews. I paid for these. They're non-biased, honest reviews. That's a 10-inch system that I put in my Volvo XC90, integrated into the dash with the reverse camera. Check that. The link will be in the description field for that one if you're a Volvo. If you're a Saab driver, that's the Saab 93 Aero convertible. I put it in with the reverse camera, and that was again integrated into the dash. So those videos will link below at the end of the video. But today it's all about this one, and that's the flagship of their new fleet, and as I said, it's a W903. It's got a swivel 360-degree loop dash cam. It's got the uniqueness of split screen for back and front while you're driving for a trailer or for a caravan. There's a lot of reviews on this, but I'm going to do something very unique today. I'm going to show you some special features, as well as I'm going to show you some tips and tricks how to wire this up with a reverse camera today. We'll set the timer. We should do it under 1 hour, maybe 15 minutes including everything. But if you're a professional like me, that's about the time frame. But if you're actually a learner, you'll probably be able to knock it over an hour and a half. It's pretty straightforward. Not one hole was drilled in the car. Today we're putting in the BMW 118i Series 1, and we'll wire it up in the dash. I'll show you a great place to put it. So thank you to Carpuride, Jack and Anna and the team there for providing this for me, but I did pay for these. This is not a paid review, and this will be an honest review. But honestly, this is such an amazing product. I can't speak more highly of the company, the componentry and the whole aesthetics and robustness of this product. So let's get on with roll the intro. Then we'll come back, we'll unbox it, see what's in the box, and we'll do the install under an hour, and then we'll give the final thoughts and rating on this product. But this is the one to get. Okay, well, let's unbox this. There it is, vacuum sealed from the factory, beautiful finish. I've got the website to the left, so you can, if you're bored with the unbox, you can watch the website. So the unbox here is all vacuum sealed. It's also got a beautiful foam frame in there, protecting it with that sort of grease-proof and breathable plastic cover on it. Look, it's a beautiful unit. The company is high efficiency with shipping and in delivery and tracking. Look at that, 4 inches high. That's the bonus here. 4 inches high and 9.5 wide gives you that lovely streamlined look for a sports car or anything you need to sort of pretty much do that you want to get more vision on the dash. Now that's the camera. It slides up and down. It's got a really nice, obviously fully up. You need to have to turn it around to 350 degree rotation, otherwise you won't be able to have that function. Now they're the speakers. They're 8 ohm 2 watt. They provide really good sound, and especially needed if you're listening to your radio stations and you're not going to be going through the FM. You'll need your map instructions and your messages and voice that overrides that. There's your AV in, that's 3.5 auxiliary. There's your power supply USB-C 5 volt. There's your 64-bit card and your camera, reverse camera input. Like I said, those speakers will be needed if you're going to listen to your normal radio stations, but I would advise you hooking up to your FM and getting all the information through your FMs, except for you won't have pure radio. You'll only have your songs on your set list, Spotify or your iTunes library. The booklet's pretty involved. It's pretty detailed. It's got a very good explanation. Slip in the glove box that covers everything. It really is a high quality finished product. This you can see on the left on the website some of the applications and some of the overview of each one. That's your auxiliary cable. This is some of this particular bracket I used on my Volvo. It's a good one. It sits off the dash, less vibrations, and just hovers over your dash, and obviously gives an integrated dash look. But in the BMW, I've actually used, not this one, but I've used it integrated into the top glove box, so it's hot glued in. It looks like factory fitted, and it's a really good addition if you've got a BMW 3 Series, that top glove box. There's a magnetic cover as well. All in all, this is the camera, and this has got a ton of features. It's a 170-degree view finder at the back. You can see your bumper, everything side lanes. It provides great reverse camera image, of course, and it's an IP67 waterproof. 1 trigger wire, and there's 3 on those pins. You need that. You can't match up with any other pin. and it's a trigger on the red to just go straight through to the camera, picking up the neutral earth from the head unit. And lastly, this is the power supply. It's got a piggyback on the back, which is really cool. It lights up red LED so you can charge your phone. I advise putting this into your cigarette lighter, powering it from this and hiding the wires like I do the install. I hope you enjoyed this quick unbox. Let's go into the next phase now, which is the installation of the camera. Okay, so first things first, we open up the battery compartment. Okay, now I'm going to mount the camera under here. It's all plastic and it runs down the bumper there. I can get access and drop the wire down there. And then I can run it under the bumper, and I've taken the tail light off and I can get access down there right to the grass you can see down there, and pull it up and wire it up to the tail light. Now, if you have a BMW, it's a purple and black wire, which is your reverse positive switch wire. I've just tied it onto that, and I've got the camera balancing there. And let's go and see if this is wired up correctly. Okay, so we're now going to just turn on the car, and then the thing should boot up. There it is, BMW. And then what happens, I'm running it from here, it just loads up. And you'll see, if I balance it just there, reverse, there we go. We've got the reverse camera. Wow, it's sharp. That's like 1080p or 4K. It's upside down, the camera, and that's your camera's recording all the time for the dash. So we know it's wired up. It's pretty simple. One wire onto the reverse switch wire, and that's it. It works. So now we're going to wire it and hide it all up now. Okay, so I removed the license plate light and fed it through the bumper back down to here. I just pull it through here, and it pulls the reverse camera right up into there. Then I'll bring this up through the panel and the bumper, plastic into the light, and wire it up to that, and we'll get that done now. Okay, then you just pull the wire from the switch wire into the light area and tuck it around the bumper, and that'll sit up high behind the muffler. And you pull it hard enough, it'll just sit there nice and neat. Then we got to wire it through the car now, and that's it. And you just solder it on, so you got the reverse light trigger ready to go for the camera. Okay, so now running the wire to hide it. Don't worry, don't get too ambitious. Just tuck it under. I went under here. I lifted this and got it under here. And then, would you believe, I was able to lift this up and get it under here. And then you just tuck that back in like that. Just pops back in, the rubber, and you would never know it's been moved. And you run it all the way through the car down here, and we'll take it under here. But yeah, look at that. You wouldn't even, there you go. You wouldn't even know that's been removed. Really good. Happy with that. Let's move on. Okay, so all you'll need now is some tape, and you'll need pliers and wire. I've taken it right along that door jamb, just under there, and that little bit of flap there. Tucked it when I come to here. Okay, now, so to get this power supply up the top here, I'm going to run it down here and under here, which I've just started, and under the glove box. You'll need to dismantle the glove box and run it through the back so the glove box doesn't pinch it, and the wires will go here. I'll just hot glue gun that back in, and you run it up and tuck it into here, and the whole thing fits in with a ruler, just pushing the back in. There's a big gap in these BMWs at the back of the dash. The extra cable is all there, the extra slack. It comes up under here and just looks absolutely perfect. I've mounted her in now. The three hot glue gun hits at the bottom, and just the top I've got a little bit of tape up there you can see at the moment, which is going to work really well. But it looks for all intents and purposes really nice. Let's start her up and see if she works. Okay, so we'll go and check it. We're under the hour. We're 58 minutes for the full install, including the reverse camera. Let's put it in. Let's see if she works. Start her up. There we go. It's going to boot up with the, yep, there's a logo. How good does that look? Carbon fibre, that's my design. It looks all integrated. And you've got an error for the light on the dash. I'll get a resistor to get rid of that. Yeah, there's no, I haven't sunk it yet, but let's see if the moment of truth, if the reverse camera works. Let's go. There you go, it's working. I've just calibrated all those as well. Wow. Okay. Okay, that is beautiful. Okay, so it's all working. Now we'll just go for a demo on it now and some features. But that was 58 minutes full install. And you've also got an LED backup piggyback on the back of the power supply, so you can plug in your phone like that, which is really a nice little feature addition. It's all hidden, you can't see any wires, and it's all working, so very happy with the look of that. Let's go and give some features now and see how it works. We'll do a nighttime and daytime run, but that's beauty. Okay, so setting it all up, obviously you turn the car on and you'll see it boot up with its, well, the logo screen. You can send that logo into the company and they'll do it, or they'll tell you how to logo it in. Okay, so straight away, what we need to do is go to your Bluetooth on your phone. You'll notice straight away it comes up with the Apple CarPlay. There it comes up with a Carpuride. So we go to hit this button here. Now at this point it's going to take you to a Bluetooth pairing request. It gives you a number there, 89290, pair, allow all favorites, don't allow because it's not my car. I don't want any contacts going on. Now you'll notice the screen will actually turned off the recording function, and it says use smart play, smart screen, use CarPlay, and straight away it comes up pretty much, maybe there you go. So I've set it up for the reverse camera to be on all the time, and this little active switch you can drag up for the front camera and back for the rear camera. There you go. It's all synced to my phone now. That's as hard as it is. Once you've got that, you've got your Apple CarPlay, everything you need. You just got to tune your radio in now to the right station, which we'll do now, so the sound comes through, and we might take it for a little bit of a drive, but that looks really nice. So you can change it if you want to other settings, take the split screen off. That's a beauty with this wide screen, this massive 10-inch screen, so you can actually have the camera on the side, which is really brilliant. Okay, now the BMW ribbon's gone, so I've got no screen. In winter it comes back, but I've just played with the buttons and I've just set it for John Lennon. That's my song playing, as you can see there. Probably get a copyright on this, but not Don't Dream. So that's coming through beautifully. Hey Siri, take me to Brookvale. And there we go. And you can see you can also toggle between the main or the maps, and you can swap between there and do ways, whatever you want. But yeah, we'll just turn that off. Yeah, so that's basically the overview of setting it up, and I think what we need to do now is do a night and day drive, and I'll show you the functions. But what I do love more than ever is the front and back camera. You come to this screen here, all you've got to do to get both cameras is to go back to your main page, go to home screen, and then this blue button down here, we touch that one and we're going to get both screens. Obviously the front's got the cover on, but that's the 360 degree. You can spin this camera around, as you can see, and get the whole car. It's easy to twist, it's just brilliant. Of course you've got the rear camera, so that's quite a nice screen. You just hit that button and you just go home and back. We'll come back for a night ride now and I'll show you some more features, but that is absolutely brilliant. So look at that, impressive as, very happy with that. Okay, so I've gone to this car parking spot here, and there's a white line, and I'm using these windows as a reference. And you can see there's the same mark that side as there is this side, so we've got the same mark. I'm going to calibrate the reverse camera now, so keep it square and get to about 6 inches here, so I know that's the closest you can get to a flat window. Okay, so that's what we want. We want that distance there, which is about 1 fist. So you can really get a tight parking spot. And then you calibrate the camera. I'll show you. Okay, so you can see putting it in reverse now, it comes up and you can see it's a little bit out. It's higher here and lower here. So it's not, because the camera's on the side of the car, it's not squared up. So we've got to bring basically that one down a bit. So what we do is quite simple. Pull these a little bit up, and I'll show you right now how we do that. To calibrate the camera, you've got to go back to the main Carpuride, and you go to settings, and then you've got to go to camera, and you go to reverse camera calibration. You can see now that's far too high, so we just got to make sure we bring that back by pulling this down a bit. You can see it, so you can pull it anywhere you want. Pull it back about there, and that should be right, and that one can come back down there, and then that sort of automatically centers itself, and I think that's going to be about right. And once you confirm by hitting that, it then prompts it all, and you can go back to here. You can see that that is looking good, and you go back to home, and you go to, there you go. We'll go now to reverse camera and see how that looks. Put it in reverse. That's looking good. So the red lines are more lined up, and it seems to be spot on now. Same distance on both sides, and that red is exactly where you want it to be. Awesome. That's how you calibrate the back, which is another unique feature with this product. Okay, so here we are during the day. We're just giving a test in the Beamer, and that's the overall look of it. They got the rear vision camera on. You can see there's a guy just pulled out of me. I can see him. And you can see this is a pretty glary, bright day, but yet it actually is looking really good. Really loving this this setup here. It's absolutely incredible. Look how good it looks. So I like that setup with the reverse camera showing the back of the car on the right hand side. You can toggle that between the front by this switch here by lifting that up, and you get the front camera, which is a nice thing as well if you want that. But generally I just slide that down to see the reverse camera. We've actually got really bright day today. It's coming up really well. It's as good as you could wish for in terms of a factory fitted BMW. Just look at that, that's just beautiful. And see if anyone's behind me, I can see that pretty quickly. Now what I do like about this is you can do dual cameras. So all you've got to do is set it back to the main screen here, and then you go to this blue button there, and within 2 clicks you've got front and back camera. Now that is pretty awesome. No other head unit does that. If you're a trailer or you're hauling stuff or you've got a caravan, this is a must. Touch it again and you go back to that. Of course, then hit one thing, how fast is the Apple CarPlay? I mean, look at that. Now I know without looking in the rear vision mirror, there's no one behind me, as you can see in there. It's absolutely incredible. And yeah, that's it. So I think we'll just do a test now with mapping. Hey Siri, take me to, there we go. So we've got Apple Maps now showing. I think that's probably good enough for what you want for Apple Maps in terms of its own little map. I'd rather have that reverse camera there. Well guys, that's the look of it during the day. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll just go back to normal Apple CarPlay, and it's nice and bright. That's on medium brightness. We'll do a night test coming up now. Okay, so let's boot this up at night and see what the standard brightness is. We just turn it on. This is the standard. Wow, it's nice and bright. I like that. And put the air on. Now it's going to pick up my phone in a second. Wow. There we go. Reverse camera. We'll just check with the light on that. There's no built-in light, but you can see the brake lights. Just the brake lights do that. So it's a very sensitive camera. Let's now put it into reverse. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pitch black out there. You can see pitch black, and it's giving you that kind of view. So it's crazy. It's very, very impressive indeed. And that's just the whole look with the headlights on, looking at the wall, and you can see the whole dash. It's just the right brightness from the factory. I wouldn't want anything more than that. And I think that is one of the most important factors in this system. Look at that, it's so bright. And just reversing, you can see that you can go right up to the garage door, and that sensor is just about, wow, I'm right on the garage door, as you can see. So that's impressive. Calibration is brilliant. So that's coming out of a pretty much pitch black area with no lights at all. We'll go to the main road now and check that out. Wow, beautiful. Okay, now we're now going to just show you the switch camera. So we go down here to a blue button on. Now we've got front and back camera. Now this is extraordinary. No other device has this feature. Now you can see this is pitch black at the golf club. You can see here, it's pretty dark. You can see how illuminated that lens is. That camera ISO is really perfect. I can see the front and behind. If I was driving through the Bronx late at night, this would be what I'd be having the setting on. You can see anyone coming up behind you. Yeah, that's a deal breaker. That is a game changer to have that split screen for, like I said, for the cameras. Quickly go back, you just touch it and you just go home, and then you can go to Apple CarPlay. Look how responsive and quick this is, and how it's not even flinching. It's just beautiful. Maps, just beautiful. Home. See how well this chip is and how good it is. And now we're going to a very dark part of the golf club. But that's it. So really guys, I can't say much more than that night ride is really clinched it for me in terms of the rating, and I'll go through it with you, but don't even waste your time looking anywhere else. This is the #1 head units for the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and plug and play for this sort of wireless and Bluetooth setup. I mean, this is just incredible. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll head back now for my final thoughts. And this is great when I'm doing a pitch black car park, which I can't see anything out there. Put it into reverse, and look at that camera. Now that's pitch black out there, there's no lights up here. I can reverse back without even looking. I know exactly there's nothing behind me. So if you haven't had one of these before, I'd highly recommend investing in one of these. They are absolutely just insane. Unbelievable. Look at that. Well, I'll leave you with that scene there, and we'll head back now and we'll do the final wrap up, my thoughts and the rating. That's fantastic. Wow. Mind blowing. I see a car coming now in the distance. Just, I say as you look in the rear vision mirror, it's just brilliant. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today of the Insatll, the W903 Pro series of the new Apple CarPlay Android Auto head unit. You don't need any wiring experience, don't need any wires, you don't even need Bluetooth, you just need a radio. This is the most incredible product for the split screen. In fact, you can watch both front and back, as well as it has the very sexy 4-inch height, and it has the built-in screen at the side of the Apple CarPlay. It gives it an incredible, pretty much heads over other units out there. Now, today's rating for me, I'm going to give it something quite extraordinary. I haven't ever given a product in my whole career, 8 years or 9 years on YouTube, a 10, but today, congratulations to the team at Carpuride, Jack and the team. This is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's it's a pretty impressive result. So first 10 out of 10 on my channel for a product. I can't speak more highly of this. And like I said, if you want to know why these are the best, look at Zollotech, the guy that does, you know, all the Apple software updates. He did an Apple CarPlay update, and Aaron used a Carpuride. My other best YouTuber when it comes to these reviewers is a guy called Stuart in England, Saab Unleashed. Check Stuart's channel out. He has done over 300 of these, and he rated this one really high, one of the highest in its quality of its plug and play. So you can't go wrong. Check out the links below for any discounts, or I don't get anything out of this, I just review these. But honestly, it's affordable, it's high quality, and you will have no problems. So just stick around for some more maybe videos of these. But for now, I thank you for watching the video. If you haven't considered subscribing, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell, because we've got some great stuff coming up, more tech gadgets. But yep, today 10 out of 10 rating for the Carpuride W903 Pro. This is an amazing unit. I'll take this for a spin now, have some fun with it. What? You're still here? Cool. Listen, why don't you watch some of these other videos I've made in the past along the same lines as what you just watched in the same kind of category. Enjoy.